Howdy folks, welcome to episode 49. If I can keep the cat out of my way, we'll get an episode recorded here today. So anyway, I need 13 of these cars and I have 8, right? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So I have 8 cars. And I've got 4 yellow, 4, are these brown or red? I can't tell. But yeah, so I need 4 more of those. And no, I'm sorry, 5. No, 3, sir. Anyway. Let's get the cordwood cars going here. Here we go. What colors do we have? We have that. I think the other ones were. Yeah, it's really hard to tell, isn't it? Were there only one shade of yellow? Yeah. Alright. Let's try this. These are really dark. We're going to get 5 of these. See if they look different. Do they look different? Not really. Okay. Well, let's go like this. We're gonna re-rail these. And re-rail this. We're gonna get them all re-railed onto this same thingy. I should put them in front of there, shouldn't I? Alright. That would be a way to do it. Where'd the other ones? That was 2 of them. Where's the other 3? Where did the other 3 go? Oh. That's a good place for that. Alright. And we're going to go down this way. Why is it pointing there? Why is it pointing there? That was weird. Why is it only pointing that way? Is it just me? See, now it's going to go like this. Alright, so let's go down this way. There we go. Get these as close as we can. And then this one here. We'll get this one over here. See, it's going to do the same thing again? No? There it goes. Okay. Much better. We'll get this close. That works. And then where's the 5th one? Where did it put the 5th one? Did I order 4? It wanted 1,300 something for him, right? I wasn't imagining that. Did it put the 5th one somewhere? It's going to be like on a track somewhere where we're not expecting it. Is it back at the end of the train or something? No, that's the box car. So where did it go? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we did get it. Okay. Guess we did get all 5 of them. Not sure how I managed to do that, but yeah. Alright, so we are going to leave the brake on the very last one, because I want to be gentle about this coming around this corner like this, so we're gonna not rely on hitting the brakes after we connect everything up in order to stop the train. We do want it to kind of compress first. Okay, and then that one's gonna be at 0. No, it's at 100. Okay. Okay, and then these, I assume there's one of these that's at 100. Probably this one. 0, 0. Okay. Let's double check. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Schlemiel, yeah, okay, anyway. Why am I singing Laverne and Shirley? Okay, let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem like I got the right number there. I don't know why. And the box cars were for what? This isn't the right position, right? We're not gonna go flying off the track here. Okay. Because that would suck too. Alright, let's go like this. We're gonna come out this way. Keep checking our fuel this time instead of not doing so. So, see, it didn't do the whistle thing, so when we go back up there... Oh, it's not gonna... That was interesting. It didn't appear. I was hoping, or not really hoping, but I was expecting it to suddenly appear. Okay, so we just need to get past this junction here. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to switch to that. Might as well switch to that just in case it decides. Alright. And we're going to gently back this thing up. 3 whistles. There we go. And we'll see if we can get this. That's pretty much perfect speed. That's what I want. I don't want it to go any faster than this. Just want it to be able to hook up, and that's it. So this should hook up, and then we should be able to get the 5 of them, and we'll check it by doing our keyboard scroll like this. Alright, so let's do this. Be really nice if you could see the brake level on this screen, you know? Is it going to stop eventually? Someday? It really doesn't want to stop, does it? Okay, let's go like this. Whoops. That was interesting. Alright. And then this one we're going to turn back off. Alright, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we did get them all. Alright. So we need to come forward again. Back up past the switch. So we're going to go like this. And then let's come back this way. So what do we have? 13 and 13. Or is it 13 and 8 and 5 and 2? 13 and 9 and 5 and 2 is what we have. Is 22, 24, 29. We have 29 cars. That's not too bad. We've had longer trains than that. I think we had 40 something before. I don't think they really did them that long in the narrow gauge stuff, though. I don't know. I don't think they did them super long with the narrow gauge. It was more about being able to get things through the mountains more than, you know, getting large trains going. That was kind of the point of the narrow gauge, wasn't it? Okay. We're going to coast here. until we get past this. And then we should be good to come back the other way. Let me make sure we got... We'll just use the other one here. Alright, so we're going to come back that way and go around that, and then we're going to go through the middle, because we're going to back up past this switch here, and then we're going to come out this way and back into here. And we're not going to be able to back into there, are we? So we do need to... We should back... we should do this. We should push this back all the way past this one. Yeah. Like that. And then into the... That would make a lot more sense. That's a lot better way to do it. Into the logging camp. Because then we can actually... go backwards into that. You know what I'm talking about. We can back into the logging camp, and then we can put these cars in here. Put those cars in the logging camp instead of having those cars... instead of having to pull the entire train past. So, there's two ways we could do that. We can go around that way. We can go around this way and do back all the way in. We could back up to here and come forward there and then back up again. Although that, I mean, that seems even more of a... It seems even more of a kludge, whatever. Seems a little hacky to do it that way. So we'll just do it this way. There we go. Look at this thing moving. Hopefully we won't hit any stray plants. Invincible plants. It's such a video game logic thing. That's why it entertains me to no end. If they do that. Alright. And I really hope I got all the brakes turned off, because that's a very, it's a very, bad thing to do, to be pushing all those around corners with, if you got brakes on the other end of the train. Yeah, so we'll go around this corner here. See, this is where I want to... We're just going to let this... We're just going to let this gently go around this corner, because that is a little bit of a sharp corner. There we go. We're going to let it do its own thing to bring the cars around, as opposed to shoving them really hard. We'll let them go around on their own momentum here. There we go. So we can bring this up back up. There we go. I don't want to lose too much on there. There we go. Alright, cool. There we are. Alright, and then the rest of this should be pretty easy going. Yeah, the rest of this is pretty easy going. Whoops. So we can go full throttle again. Go full throttle, he says. Alright. Full reg. It's not a throttle, it's a regulator. Sure somebody out there is screaming at their screen. Alright, let's check out how we're doing back here. Oops. There we go. There we are. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty neat. We might end up just going backwards all the way back. Man, that thing looked like it was right on the track, didn't it? When we were at, like, that angle, whatever it was, way back there. Alright. Yeah, because I don't think there's going to be an easy way for us to turn around. Although after we come out of this, we kind of do have to pull this thing pretty far out, so we could use this Y up here to turn around if we really wanted to. Let me see. We're just going to coast again. We're going to let this do its thing gently. I don't like that this plant is blocking our view of the switch handle. That's kind of a bad thing. It's not even blocking our view, it's preventing us from seeing it in whatever way you want to describe that. Okay. And then I think we're going to do the same thing again when we'll pull up past it. Let's see. We're going to pull up past this. So we'll get the front car. We'll get the front car to line up with that first. I did have that switch going straight, right? Yeah, okay, good. That's the way I wanted it to go. I didn't want it to go the other way. We'll get some gentle braking here. So we don't rip the cars off the track. It's a good idea, right? That's a good trick? Okay. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. See, because then that way everything is already, whatchamacallit, stretched out. Everything's already in tension. Okay, so load. Load? Why is it not loading? This is the cordwood station, right? Why is it not loading? Let's go back here and see if it tells me anything. Am I just not in the right place or what? Did I pick the wrong cars? These are cordwood cars, right? Why is it not loading? I mean, this one is in the right... Well, maybe it's not. Okay. Okay. Alright, and like 2 inches out of the way. Let's see. Let's see if that's what it is. I really hope that's what it is. Those are the cordwood cars. There. Okay, so let's move... Oh, you know what? I do need to move it like forward a little bit, don't I? I guess. So I did go back a little too far. There. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Alright. Fine. Cool. So we'll get these loaded up. And it's going to take a minute. And then, yeah, those will fill up as fast as we can load them. Okay, cool. We don't have to wait for those to reload. And then we can start moving this. There we go. And then we're going to have more than 100%. What was the fourth thing? Because there were 4 things on this. There were 4 elements of this. And it was cordwood, gold, coal, and water. Okay. No, I think that's it. I think that's all we needed. We don't need anything else. Just this lamp and this paddleball game. Will it go now? Come on, you can do it! A little bit more. Aw. That was so close, too. Let's see if this one will load it up. Nope. Alright. And then we can do this. See if we can get a little bit of regulator going here. There we go. It got 4 out of 8. That was interesting. So it's still got a 2-2 more, and it's not going to get the second one in before this. Before it's passed. Let's see. Let's see. Can we make it? I think it'll make it. Yeah. Cool. All right. All right, we'll get this one moving. Let's see. There we go. So we can make it load twice as fast if we do like that. And that. Cool. I think we might actually be able to get these loaded up as just like this. I think 6% was just starting to get a little bit too fast. There we go. Yeah, 6% was getting a little bit too fast, but we'll see if 4% will get us there. Because you can tell there's a little bit of downhill to it. Yeah, see, that's going to get us there, and then the other one's going to get us there. That looks about right. Maybe we can go up to 5%. There. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll actually, this is going to be all the things we need for our whatchamacallit, for our gold. 4%. There, 5%. All right. There we go. I mean, if we go past this one, we can always stop at the next one. I mean, we're probably loading them up more slowly than we need to. We could probably load them up faster by stopping 2 of them at a time. But whoops. Go. How many do we have left? 4, 6. Got about half of them. Okay, yeah, why don't we try that? Let's get this up here. Might as well do this while I'm waiting for it, right? And let's get this one up here. See where it drops that. It's going to drop it on the one behind it. That's perfect. Okay. And then we're going to do this. Perfect. See? That works better. Alright, that's those two. So those two are loaded. See, it is faster, isn't it? Let's get this moving again. There we go. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Just picked up. There we are. There we go. That one's done. This one can go. There we are. Nice. And then these are the last two. Cool. Easy enough. Alright. And that'll get us all of the... Oh, this is going to be so cool. I like this. This is going to be really cool. Getting all these in and then watching the gold come out. Alright. Brakes. And then we'll do this. And the last one. Nice. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to come down this way. We definitely don't want to do that. We're going to come off here, and then we're going to go this way, aren't we? Yeah, that's where we want to go. Okay, cool. And then I believe our inputs are all on that side. Awesome. Okay, so let's get moving forward. And I think we're gonna reverse this. So we're gonna come up here, go past this, come back here, and use this Y to turn around. So let's get this moving. We're gonna run over a little bit on our time, I think, because I think a lot of people are gonna have more time this week. We'll see. I got a little bit more time this week. I'm off, so I can spend a little bit more time on this. And it's gonna be dark time, isn't it? All right, it's dark o'clock. There we go. I like the shadows. Those are cool. Whoops. That was pretty cool with the shadows. How come that's not casting a shadow? These are. Oh, is that how you can tell the deco from the... That's how you can tell the deco from the solid plants? The solid plants cast shadows, and the deco doesn't? See? This stuff doesn't. Those little bushes that you can't clip. Also. I do like this. That's pretty cool. All this stuff lighting up. That's pretty neat. Alright. We've got... There we go. We got sunlight. I was going to say we got sunlight coming up soon. We're going to get this moving a little bit more. I just don't want to have to re-rail this whole thing, man. It's going to be such a nightmare. That happens. Alright, so we'll do this so we can tell when we're past our corner. I should probably, when we get down to the gold stamp mill, probably save the thing too before we start loading everything, just in case it messes up on the unload. Alright, we're almost at the switch. We can turn off the regulator. Yeah, there it is. There's that switch. Alright, we'll start braking here too. there. The other one's already switched, right? Yep. Okay. There we go. Yep. That should be fine because it was already in compression from braking. Okay. And we're on a fairly straight chunk of track here. I'm kind of enjoying these, not having to do so much of the hills. I kind of miss some hills, but I think we'll get some more when we have to do more iron and everything too. Still got to put in the tracks for that so that we can use that tunnel properly. Okay. I think we can coast from here. We did clear this track, right? Yes, we went across this track before. It doesn't look like, it just looks like there's going to be a plant that's going to be in the middle and then we're going to miss it. Alright. Go like this. Let's do this. You know, I didn't do this when we backed up, did I? I keep forgetting that. Alright. It'd probably be more important if we had actually other trains on the line at the same time, but, you know. It's railroads offline, so. I don't know, man. If you could have a dedicated server, that would be, like I said, I think I've mentioned that before. If there were a dedicated server, I'd love to set up a whatchamacallit, you know, you rent a little server from whatchamacallit and have it running all the time and people can come on and run trains and stuff. Alright, so we're going to switch this. We're going to switch this and then we should be able to run through. Double check. That one's good. That one's good. This one's going to bring us this way and this way. You definitely don't want to go flying full speed onto the... That's it. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so we've got everything. I wonder why. It's interesting. It gives you a capacity of 200 for the water. It gives you a capacity of 200 for the gold too. Alright. Do this, we'll get it, whoops, get it running. There we go. Looks like it's going to do okay. We're not giving too much pull across that. It's not accelerating that strongly or anything. So we should be okay. There we go. We're all across that. It's fun when you're watching same sort of satisfying visual when you're watching like races and every car comes around the same corner in a line like that, kind of like the train cars do. Or they go around a zigzag all the same or whatever, all in sequence. It looks cool. But it's like the visual equivalent of like poetry, and which is for language and music, you know, which is non-language, but non-language hearing. But that repetition, the fairly predictable repetition, even if it's not perfectly identical, it still rhymes. The motion rhymes. You know what I mean? That's cool. That's probably why trains are satisfying to at least some of us, anyway. Probably everybody watching this, right? I don't know, they're fun to watch. Okay. Alright. Man, it feels like the frame rate's chunking up there a little bit. Can't imagine why. It might be, you know. Alright, we got a nice straightaway. We're going to see if we can get a little bit more speed going here. A little bit. Not much, but yeah. We got a couple more miles per hour out of that. There we go. Is it all on the straightaway now? It's all on the straightaway. See, we'll get like 1 more mile an hour because they're all on the straightaway now too. There we go. Beautiful. And then we have to go past this tunnel. We go past the money place. And then that's it. Cool. Yeah, we should be able to finish this run. Like I said, we're going to run a little long today. I don't know that I'll unload them all. We'll wait till next time to unload them all, but we'll at least get there and make sure that we got there. Because then we can unload them all and watch the numbers change. That's exciting. Ooh, that's so exciting. Alright. That switch is right, that switch is left. Because I definitely don't want to go flying into that. Are those two of the... Yeah, those are the hopper cars, okay. I almost feel like I should drop off the box cars, but that would take like 20 minutes to get them out of there, you know? It's not worth... That's when the thing crashes right there, right? That's when the box cars hit something. Or it breaks at the box cars or whatever. They come flying off the track because they're too light. Something like that. You had to mention it. Good thing I still have those on there. Crash. Murphy's watching. Okay. Yep, just this last little straightaway. It's cool. That switch is coming up. This one went a lot faster than the gold mine. Just took forever to load up because of all the different stuff we had to do. It's just, everything was just in the wrong place. Everything that we needed to go get was on the opposite corners of the thing, and I think we did one. I think this was way better because we did all of the resources at the same time. Man, these things keep scaring me. They look like they're in the track. Alright. There we go. We did clean this up before we left, right? I'm like, because I redid this track, right? I didn't redo this section of it, did I? I redid this section up there, but we did clean it up, right? Please tell me we did clean it up. Okay. Let's slow down here a little bit. Does it feel like we're going up a hill? Like we're slowing down way more than I thought we were going to from that. Here. Let's get moving again. See, that little thing right there makes it look like it's sticking out of the track. Yeah, I think we're good. This is the segment that we added, or changed. No, it was a segment after the switch, that's what it was, and I think we did come back with that, because we had to go around. We did have to go around on that segment to get through. Okay, so we're gonna slow down just a little bit. Which side do we need to go on? I think we need to go on the other side, don't we? Because there's coal over there. Yeah, okay. Let's back up a little bit. Just in case. Just in case the bounding box wants to throw us the other direction. Done that, where you hit the switch and the train yeets. Alright. There we go. Let's go forward. Let's do this. We'll get our coal in there. Is it? It is going down a little slope right there, isn't it? It's hard to tell, isn't it? Let's see. Let's watch this one. See what it does. Yeah, it feels like it. It feels like it's going down a slight, yeah, incline right there. Okay. Whoops. And this is where we drop off the coal. And then there's the cordwood. Okay. So we'll drop off the coal, we'll drop off the cordwood, and then we'll do the water on the other side. But I think we're going to do that next time because we are running really long. So that's going to be it for episode 49. Join me in episode 50. We'll get all this stuff unloaded. And, yeah, and then we'll see if we can... I think we have to get another type of boxcar or something to carry this gold away. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 49. Join me in episode 50, and we'll see you then. Later.